Chosen one. Your big power has been activated. It starts now. You are not just anyone. You are not a random soul wandering through this life without meaning. You are the one who has been marked, guided, and prepared, often in silence and behind closed doors, for a moment such as this. Everything you've endured, every storm you walked through, and every season of isolation was shaping you for a higher dimension. Your power was not denied. It was simply waiting for divine timing. And now, right now, that power has been fully activated. You are standing at the threshold of a new beginning. This is not the end of your story. It's the ignition. Everything is about to shift. You've been sensing it deep within you. The stir, the restlessness, the quiet strength rising. It's not just motivation. It's divine movement. The universe, heaven, and the forces assigned to your destiny are in full alignment. Your big power has been triggered by obedience, endurance, and faith. So, before we go deeper into this divine revelation, watch this video until the very end. Let the words speak to your spirit, and write your warmest wishes in the comments, along with the number 777, to energize the atmosphere and call down what's already yours. This is the season where wishes come true because the power within you is now leading the manifestation. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. You are stepping into a new season with authority. Not the kind of authority the world gives, but the kind that can't be stripped away. You don't have to beg. You don't have to chase. You don't have to explain yourself anymore. The activation within you is evidence enough. Things will begin to flow to you because the frequency you now carry is attracting everything that was once held back. When divine power is switched on, there is no reverse mode. You're moving forward, and nothing can block what's meant for you now. Your presence alone is different. Don't downplay what's happening. You're going to notice people reacting to your energy without you saying a word. That's because something spiritual has shifted. Heaven's hand is upon you. Your voice will carry more impact. Your decisions will carry more weight. Doors will open, not just for you, but because of you. You're becoming a gate for others to walk through. Your activation is bigger than your personal gain. It's part of a heavenly design to bring light into dark spaces and change into stuck places. Let this be clear. Your power isn't flashy. It's not loud, but it is undeniable. People will sense it before they understand it. Don't waste time trying to prove anything. You've already been approved. When power is activated, clarity follows. What used to confuse you will now feel like confirmation. What drained you in the past will now bounce off you. That's what happens when divine power starts flowing. You begin to operate above the resistance that once wore you out. You might feel a rush of boldness coming upon you. That's not arrogance. It's alignment. You're being empowered to do what seemed impossible before. Opportunities will show up, not because you pushed your way in, but because your name was written into divine appointments before you even arrived. This is the power of divine preparation. You weren't waiting all this time in vain. You were loading. Every delay was a download. Every setback was setting the stage. Now, the real version of you is being revealed. It's okay if some people don't recognize you anymore. That's part of the shift. When power activates, you will start to feel the shedding of old skins, identities you wore to survive, expectations that were placed on you, limitations that were never yours to begin with. Let them go. There's no room for the old you in this new realm. The version of you that's showing up now has authority, clarity, and purpose that can't be contained. You will notice that fear is fading, that doubt is dissolving. The questions you used to have about your future will be answered, not with words, but with evidence. When your power activates, things begin to happen faster. Not because you're rushing, but because everything is catching up with your readiness. Divine speed replaces human struggle. Supernatural flow replaces anxiety. And peace becomes your confirmation, not pressure. Chosen one, your voice will carry new vibrations. Your ideas will have divine fingerprints on them. Your hands will build things that last. Your presence will heal what others cannot see. Because your big power isn't just for you, it's for the mission you were born to fulfill. Every time you doubted your strength, the universe stored up proof. And now, it's being released in waves. You'll feel it when you speak, when you walk into rooms, when you touch projects, when you dream at night. Your gift is no longer dormant. It's in motion. With God's blessings, you are invited to bless this message by giving a divine gift of $50 or more through the Super Thanks button on YouTube. Together, let's spread faith, hope, and love, bringing light not just into your own life, but also to those who need it most. Your generosity becomes a seed of inspiration and healing for countless souls. Don't be surprised when you outgrow places, people, and mindsets that once felt comfortable. Power will stretch you. Activation will demand more of you, but it will also reward you greatly. You won't be drained, you'll be fueled. You won't be scattered, you'll be guided. The right people will find you because your signal has gone out. The right resources will show up because your power is a magnet now. You don't chase, you attract. You don't beg, you bless. You don't fear, you flow. This is not hype. This is divine happening. You've moved out of waiting mode and into walking mode. The atmosphere is charged with your next level, and the timing is not random. It is right. What didn't make sense before will now unfold with clarity. The pieces that didn't fit were never part of the final picture. Now, the vision is being fulfilled one moment at a time. Trust what you feel. Trust what's rising. Trust that you're not imagining this. Your power is real, and the results are about to make it undeniable. You don't need anyone's permission to rise. You've already been crowned in the spirit. That quiet confirmation you keep sensing is not just a feeling, it's a frequency. And now that you're tuned in, you'll start receiving what's yours without resistance. You'll walk into places and sense favor going before you. You'll speak and notice that things shift. You'll remain calm while others panic, not because you're passive, but because you're powered by peace. This is what happens when your big power gets switched on. There's no turning back. You've come too far. You've grown too much. You've paid too high a price to go back to doubt, worry, or smallness. You are standing in the center of a divine release. And even if others can't see it yet, the results will speak. Your life is about to preach louder than any words. Your decisions are about to break chains for you and others. Your steps are ordered. Your strength is multiplying. Your territory is expanding. Keep going. Keep believing. Keep speaking life over your day. What's activated in you cannot be shut down. Not by delay, not by disbelief, not by distraction. You are moving in spiritual power now, and that power brings provision, purpose, protection, and promotion. It's all connected to your calling. You didn't come this far to survive. You came this far to lead, to shine, to be the proof of what God can do when someone refuses to quit. The switch has been flipped. The fire has been lit. The journey has begun, and it's only going to get brighter from here. You are not who you were yesterday. You've entered a new timeline, What took years will now take moments. What felt like a burden is becoming your breakthrough. What looked like a dead end is now a divine intersection. You are not just activated, you are unleashed. You have crossed a line in the spirit, chosen one. This isn't just a small upgrade, it's a massive transformation. You've shifted from survival mode into supernatural strength. You don't even realize how much has changed because the breakthrough is still unfolding. But soon, you will look back and see just how far above the old patterns you've risen. The heaviness that used to weigh on your chest is lifting. The confusion that clouded your vision is clearing. And your soul knows something has snapped into alignment. You've tapped into the original version of you, the one that was hidden beneath fear, pain, and pressure. And now, nothing can stop what has been released inside of you. You were never meant to live on empty. You were never supposed to carry the weight of the world with no support. That's why this power has come. It's heaven's supply sent to refuel your destiny. The supernatural power you're feeling now is not something you earned with perfection. It's something you activated with persistence. It wasn't your performance that unlocked this. It was your faith, your tears, your surrender. Power doesn't show up in the absence of struggle. It shows up in the middle of it and rewrites the outcome. That's what's happening to you right now. The voice in your spirit that says, "Keep going," is stronger than ever. That's not random. It's divine reinforcement. You're being given extra stamina for this season because this season is harvest time. The fields are ripe, the seeds have matured, and now the manifestation is meeting the motion. Your power was activated for such a time as this. Your destiny cannot be stopped. You will not go unnoticed. What you carry is meant to reach others. And it starts now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, every area of your life that looked dry is about to overflow. Every door that seemed locked is about to open without effort. You've stepped into a supernatural current. And in this flow, things align themselves without force. This isn't hustle season, it's harvest season. You've already done the hard part. You held on when it didn't make sense. You kept showing up when everything said quit. You believed when nothing looked like it was working. That kind of faith doesn't go unnoticed. It activates heavenly intervention. And right now, it has launched you into divine motion. Your thoughts are becoming sharper. Your discernment is increasing. You're hearing the quiet whispers of direction more clearly. You're recognizing what's real and what's noise. That's a sign of activation. You're seeing through illusions. You're waking up from distractions. The fog is clearing, and you are realizing how much of your past delay wasn't rejection. It was redirection. Heaven was preparing the exact moment for this release, and now that your spirit is awake, you will see miracles that others miss. Don't rush the process. Your power is unfolding in divine order, and every layer that peels back reveals more of the divine blueprint you carry. You are a walking testimony in progress. You are a vessel filled with fire. You are no longer operating at the level of your past. You're being moved by the energy of your divine future. That's why some people can't reach you anymore. You're on a different frequency. And that's not pride, that's proof. Proof that your elevation has taken root. Proof that your spiritual wings are fully open. Proof that what once broke you now builds you. Every delay has built a new level of strength in you. Every closed door forged patience, wisdom, and resilience. All of it, yes, all of it, was preparation for this moment. Your big power didn't just show up out of nowhere. It was developed in the secret place, strengthened through silence, cultivated through challenge, and now released to move with unstoppable force. You may look the same to some, but spiritually, you are unrecognizable. The real you has been switched on. You are going to speak differently, walk differently, decide differently. The old hesitation is melting away. You're no longer apologizing for the gifts you carry. You're no longer dimming your light so others can feel comfortable. You were made to rise. You were made to be seen, not for attention, but for impact. Your presence is purposeful. Your life is loaded with divine potential. And now that potential is becoming reality. Power doesn't wait for perfection. It flows where there is permission. And you've finally said yes to what's inside of you. Watch how things start to accelerate. Conversations will shift. Opportunities will multiply. Even your environment will begin to reflect your inner shift. When power activates, the external must align with the internal. You'll outgrow some places faster than expected. That's not loss. It's launch. It's not rejection. It's release. What doesn't match your power level cannot stay connected. You are moving too fast in the spirit for anything fake to hold on. What's divine will remain. What's distraction will dissolve. You were never ordinary. You were just covered for a time. But now, the covering is being removed so the world can witness the divine within you. You are a carrier of something rare, something sacred, something the world needs. That's why it took time. That's why it felt delayed. Heaven wasn't trying to frustrate you, it was fine-tuning you. Because when this kind of power is unleashed, it must be directed by someone who is grounded. You are ready. You are trusted. And because of that, you are about to walk in levels you've never known before. Your finances will feel the shift. Your relationships will reflect the change. Your health will respond to the energy. Your path will light up step by step. Because when your big power is activated, everything else must adjust to the new frequency. What once was difficult will feel doable. What once felt heavy will feel handled. That's not a coincidence. That's confirmation. You are flowing with favor now, walking with wisdom now, operating with divine confidence now. And there's no going back. Don't shrink. Don't second guess. You're not crazy for feeling like something major just began. You're absolutely right. This is the moment the heavens have waited to release. And you're not late. You're aligned. Every moment of silence was a sacred setup. And now the setup is becoming your spotlight. Not for fame, but for fulfillment. Not for applause, but for alignment. This power isn't to make you feel important. It's to make you impactful. And you are ready. Let the old season go. Let the doubts break off. Let the limitations fall away. What's rising in you now is bigger than fear. It's stronger than failure. It's louder than the voices that once made you feel small. This is divine fire, and it cannot be contained. Your light has been seen. Your faith has been recorded. And your power has been sent forth to transform everything around you. It starts now, not later. Not when everything is perfect. Not when everyone agrees. Now, everything around you is going to feel the change. Chosen one. Because when your power is activated, you stop chasing outcomes and start commanding environments. You no longer look for signs of approval. You walk with assurance. There is a quiet confidence awakening in your spirit. You're not louder, but you're stronger. You're not seeking attention, but you're becoming undeniable. The energy you carry is no longer dimmed by the room you're in. It now lights the room up. Because the power within you is meant to lead, not linger. It was never meant to be buried under fear, shame, or false humility. You're becoming a magnet for everything that matches your new level. People, situations, opportunities, and resources are being drawn to you now, not because you've changed your appearance, but because your spirit is vibrating on a higher frequency. This is divine magnetism. It's what happens when the real you shows up. The atmosphere recognizes it. The universe responds to it. God amplifies it. And you no longer have to fight to be seen, because now the light in you cannot be ignored. There's a knowing rising in you, a boldness that doesn't come from ego, but from enlightenment. You're remembering who you are. You're realizing what you were born to do. This isn't a temporary hype. This is permanent fire. You're not riding a wave of emotion. You're operating in activated truth. And the truth is, you were born for this. You were wired for impact, built to break barriers, designed to defy the odds. And now, that design is unfolding without apology. Watch how fast things begin to align. Not because you're forcing anything, but because you're flowing. The more you step into your true self, the less effort is required to produce divine results. That's because your assignment is no longer being held back by insecurity. You've surrendered, you've survived, and now you're set free. You're being guided, not by pressure, but by purpose. And your purpose has a rhythm that heaven responds to. Every project you touch will begin to multiply. Every idea you act on will carry unexpected favor. Every connection you make from here forward will carry deeper purpose. Because you're not doing things randomly anymore, you're moving with revelation. And when you move with revelation, you walk through doors you didn't even knock on. That's the power of being activated. You become a walking key, a moving answer, a vessel of divine solutions. You won't recognize your life 6 months from now. Why? Because what's been turned on in you is accelerating change. You've been upgraded, and the upgrades are rolling out fast. You're not just waiting on blessings anymore. You're becoming the blessing. People will start to say, "I don't know what it is about you, but there's something different." And you won't have to explain it, because the evidence will speak louder than your words.